Books, LA Knight, aka Ravyn, and IK Scott, aka Megan. And we are here to do burn, rewrite, and reread. And so basically, in case you don't know how it works, in this jar here is a bunch of book titles, and we're going to each pull out 3, and then we're going to start with Ravyn, and then we're going to move to me, and then we're going to move to Megan. We're going to pull out 3 book titles without looking. I just spoiled myself.
I have a quick question.
And
is there any reason why we might pull something out and then be able to put it back in?
Nope.
So the books have to be here, so
yeah.
we actually have a very limited selection.
So we're going to pull them out. Whoever pulls out the titles has to choose which one of the books is going to be burned, is going to be rewritten in any way. You can even changing a character name, and that counts. And which one they're going to reread.
For any of you guys who've seen my book sacrifice tag, you know how I feel about books and fire. Oh, right, me first.
Pull out 3.
Oh, okay.
2.
Because they're folded so we can't see.
3.
Yeah, the reason why she's grabbing the books even though she's in the center is because I'm injured.
Yeah, and her injury's only gotten worse, actually, over time.
She's got a bum knee and a pulled tendon or something in her foot. It's terrible.
And it's all on the same leg.
See, this is why I wanted to know. Can I put
actually, we're going to put this one back because she wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it originally. That's what I was wondering. I'm like 2 of my books are in this jar.
And I pulled out the other one. There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Oh
I got stuck with Guilty Pleasures by Laurel K. Hamilton, which is the first book in the Anita Blake series. The Phantom Toll Booth by Justin somebody.
Norton Juster,
close enough.
Justin somebody.
And The Fellowship of the Ring. I don't think I have to say who wrote that.
J.R. Tolkien.
At the risk of sounding like a heathen infidel, Megan, give me The Fellowship of the Ring. I'm gonna burn this because this book.
That means you can't own it ever again.
I don't have to own it. It's called the library. Also,
no, it means you can't ever reread it again. You can't ever anything. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I burned this one.
Yes, and here's why. I am sure, and here's why. I have loved the Phantom Toll Booth since I was like 5 years old. I can't burn it
since I was 5.
and it doesn't need to be rewritten. But this needs to be rewritten. Yeah.
I would rewrite something in the Fellowship of the Ring and burn that one though.
But this does not need to be changed.
You can change.
I'm sacrificing my enjoyment of the Fellowship of the Ring for the good of the world.
You're horrible.
No, for the good of the world. You're not saying that no one's allowed to read this book ever.
That's what that burn means.
Everybody has to burn it?
Yeah, it means it's gone.
Forever?
Pretty much.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
I'll cut that out. Anyway, that's why I was like, why? I would burn.
Crap. Now I have to burn. Okay. I didn't realize that if I burned the book, it would.
That's the equivalent.
I didn't realize
out of your life forever.
I didn't realize that every copy of this book in the world would disappear. I didn't realize this.
That's
okay.
So
I have to reverse my decision and burn that one.
Actually, change like something in this.
I would rewrite this so that it's longer and there's more after the whole thing. Because I saw the movie, and in the movie, see, he gets the Phantom Toll Booth, and then he learns all the things he needs to learn from the Phantom Toll Booth, but the Phantom Toll Booth arrives in the movie while he's talking to his friend who has the same problem and needs to learn the same lesson. And his friend, at the end of the movie, while they're on the phone, is like, hey, this random box appeared in my living room, and you know that the whole thing's gonna start all over again. And I want to see what happens. So rewrite this. Read that. Well, I don't want to read this because it's so long. I read this in pieces.
So, read it in pieces.
And then burn that.
Oh, you have to go get them.
Oh, why?
Because I got up.
But it's all the way over there.
Oh, yeah. So mine is Once Upon a Time Underground, written by LA Knight. The Secret Garden by Francis
Hodgson Burnett.
And Titan's Curse by Rick Riordan. Or however
you pronounce that guy's name.
Well, of course, Lorraine gets the pretty one.
Although this is the prettiest book I own, burning that one.
Why?
Out of the 3, it's the one I like the least. And I can't touch this. So I'll reread once, and then I will rewrite Titan's Curse. I'll probably change
Bianca. She's an idiot.
Yeah, everyone loves this series so much, but I'm like, there's so much that needs to be redone.
Like,
this is the best out of the 5.
I thought the 5th one was the best.
No, this is my favorite. Although the 5th one has the best opening line.
Oh, I actually like.
The end of the world began when a horse landed on the roof of my car.
Oh,
But yeah.
I like the Hestia, the goddess of the hearth, because
Your turn.
I always thought that was
Pull out
like very representative of the strength that women can have that is often underestimated by the world.
So you want to be a wizard. Order of the Phoenix.
You're right, dear.
And Bleach Volume 1.
So you wouldn't rewrite anything in Once Upon a Time?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Damn.
It's hard, isn't
It's a
it?
hard choice.
The problem is I like all three of these, and I really like Bleach at this point. At the point where she's at right now, I don't because of how Orihime is right now.
I was.
The
Oh.
author needs, the mangaka needs to like take some antipsychotic medication or something.
I know, he needs to get a serious reality check. Ugh.
Well, which one would you rewrite? Start with the easy question.
Okay.
I would
rewrite.
totally rewrite that and make sure that Sirius did not die.
Actually, personally, I'm actually kind of glad that Sirius died now that
The
I
way that he died, but I would definitely rewrite this because it needs to be edited down into J.K. Rowling. She said she looks at this and she's like, I need to rewrite that thing.
Yeah. It's not that I would change the fact that he died. I would change how he died, because the way he died was actually kind of lame in my personal opinion.
Actually, now that I've been like, I've been on Tumblr a lot because now we can go on Tumblr at my job, and I've been seeing all these posts about Snape actually, and how Snape did this and Snape did that, and Snape sucks so bad. I think about what it's saying, and so I've actually thought about the fact that Sirius Black for like 7 years tortured somebody for no reason other than the fact that he felt like it, and his best friend did too, and never felt bad about it. Ever.
Actually, he admits in this that he did.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
Yeah,
so he tells Harry, he's like, actually, the way we treated Snape was wrong.
Then why does he still treat Snape that way when they run into each other in order
Because
to
Snape treats him the same way. He looks down on him and treats him that way. It's actually Sirius didn't treat him that way starting. Snape treated him that way first. And then they both turned into 4-year-olds. I'm not looking at you! I'm not looking at you! Okay, anyway.
I think...
Which one would you reread versus burn?
In all honesty, I would reread So You Want to Be a Wizard.
So burning Bleach.
So burning Bleach. I think the main reason why I would burn Bleach is...
because it's spiraling down the toilet.
Yeah, that's one reason. The other reason is, yes, I kind of understand why Ichigo is so freaking powerful. But me personally, I'm really tired of reading about main characters who have more power than pretty much freaking everybody at the beginning. I'm really tired of reading that.
Understandable. Got 3.
Okay, I grabbed 3!
Well, that was easy.
So I got Sabriel by Garth Nix. We only have the A Porcelain Chronicles Omnibus. So Sabriel's the first book in this collection of 3. The 12 Kingdoms, number 4, Skies of Dawn. I don't even know why I'm looking at the thing. I know what it is. Twilight.
I know how this is gonna go. At least which one's going to burn. Twilight.
Actually, no. So I definitely read this. This is one of the best books I think I've ever read. Ever.
I love this series, and there's only the first 4 of, like, it's still going in Japan. There's over 20 of these, and they've only released, this is the last one they released in English, and they're not doing more. Why?
This is a really good series.
I love it.
I would rewrite Twilight because the basic principle and a lot of like the electrified romantic scenes I really like, but the way that Bella and Edward are, their relationship, really unhealthy, especially considering who the book is aimed at. Girls ages like 11 to 15 who are just learning what it is to be in love and learning what's acceptable in romantic relationships, and a lot of what's in their relationship is really unacceptable.
And Bella fights to change it, and it actually
doesn't change
doesn't really change
until
Breaking
Dawn.
It does at Breaking Dawn. When she's a vampire, it changes.
Yeah.
He can't control her anymore. She's on her own.
As a reader, knowing that this is fiction, I'm okay with that, but seeing how it's affected real life and how girls react to relationships in real life, that means the book needs to be rewritten. And I'd burn Sabriel because Garth Nix gets on my nerves. It's actually nothing against the book at all. It's nothing against the book at all. The book is actually pretty good, but he bugs the crap out of me.
So says the woman who owns 2 of his series.
Yeah, but I don't own the 7th Tower because it's bogus!
First is the Spiderwick Chronicles, then Glass by L.A. Knight, and it's ElfQuest, Fire, and Flight. So I'm going to start with the one that I definitely knew. I would rewrite Glass by L.A. Knight.
Rewrite?
Yeah, rewrite. just change a few things. LA Knight and I have talked about it, and she says there are some things, you told me, there are some things you want to change in this, and that will eventually, maybe, one day happen.
If I have time.
She has time. So that's Rewrite, and this is sad, but I would reread Fire and Flight.
And Burn the Spiderwick Chronicles.
And Burn the Spiderwick Chronicles, just because it could have been so much better, but they weren't. This was pre-Twilight, so they weren't allowed to make it bigger than this. Now it's basically, it's the equivalent of one book, but they weren't allowed until Twilight. Authors were literally, if you tried to write something as big as what I have no doubt these two would have done, it wouldn't be published. And so they made it really small. The plot could have gone so much further. It could have been so much better. So that's my 3.
Aragon, Majora's Mask, and First Test. So probably a lot of you are gonna think that I'm a heathen infidel, but I will burn Aragon.
Oh, I think you should rewrite Aragon and make it better.
I'm not that skilled.
Understandable.
I could do it.
I actually would. I would.
She could do it. You want to?
Actually, no. I could do it. It would just take me a really freaking long time to wade through all the crap.
Actually, Aragon is okay. The third one, that's a lot of waiting.
I can understand it, though. The series is never going to be complete. Well, it is complete, but it sucks. Anyway.
You could reread Majora's Mask, because if you guys have ever played the games, read this! This is epic!
I don't even like Zelda, and I read this.
And I would rewrite First Test. For one really good reason. It should not be Alana leaving the gifts! Okay? It should be Jonathan!
Yes! The one flaw that King Jonathan has in First Test is that he basically goes back on his word and double crosses the main character.
Yeah.
And he's a king, and I can understand like the political reasons for doing this, but because he's both a king and a man, a person, you know, a private citizen, he also, somebody's leaving her presence, and it shouldn't have been the person that everyone thought it was, and so therefore thought it wasn't, because that would be too obvious. It should have been the king as like a silent apology. I'm sorry that I had to put you through this.
Yeah.
Yep. Jonathan actually, once he matures, he's not a douchebag like he is in the Song of the Lioness Quartet.
Yeah, he was okay until he and Alana started sleeping together, and then he turned into a dick.
Last round.
So I got Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 1.
By Hiromu Arakawa.
Yeah, what she said. Beastly by Alex Flynn, and Nevermore by Kelly Cray. So I would read Full Metal, I would rewrite Nevermore, and I'd burn Beastly because the book is, one, way more depressing than the movie because of all the other kids under curses that you meet in the book.
Like the Little Mermaid.
Like the Little Mermaid, who in this version, like in the original, dies. I think it was her first book, but so you can kind of tell that it was her first book. And the kid is a lot less sympathetic than he was in the movie. I read the book first, so don't everybody be hating like you watched the movie and then you read the book and you're an idiot, because I read the book first and I liked it okay, and then I saw the movie.
Times I don't even freaking hear.
And then I saw the movie and I was like, this is way better. I didn't even want to watch the movie actually at first because the book was not good enough, I thought. But
we talked her into it, and then she was like, I'm so glad you did.
Yes. And then I'd rewrite Nevermore because although I love Nevermore, like I love the descriptions and stuff, I really feel that although it's super long, it should have been a little bit longer because the relationships need to be more in depth because they're kind of flat.
So I got Divergent by Veronica Roth, Artemis Fowl by Ian Colfer, and Ranger's Apprentice, The Ruins of Gorlan by John Flanagan. Ah! These are some of my favorite books!
Maniacal laugh. Okay, well.
Okay, I would rewrite Divergent because there's a line I don't agree with, and I just changed one line. In fact, my copy will have that line changed. And I'd have to burn Artemis Fowl just because favorite author in the world right now. J.R. Tolkien he is the only one I like more than John Flanagan, because every book written by John Flanagan, you're not hearing me, every book written by John Flanagan I have loved. I have not read anything that's below a 5-star by this man. That's not true for Ian Colfer. So, but I like that better than I like this. Whatever. again, there are things that you've written, like your My Little Pony's favorite things that are never going to read.
Yeah, but all the things about you
are my favorite author I've read that I know. You haven't reached his.
There's only like 2 other authors that you know. One of them is you. The other one is TANIA. Am I your second favorite?
Yes.
Okay, I'll live.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, East, and Alta.
Crap.
I know.
I got lucky.
Yeah, you did.
You're not the one that I had.
I hate you so much right now. Hold on, I gotta think about this for a second here.
Anyway, do you want my opinion? I'd burn that.
Yeah, actually, I would, because
It's the most badly written.
it is the most badly written out of the 3 that are being held up right now.
Y'all saw my video. I will link it down below. It's the first video I did on my own. Hence why the lighting is horrid. Yeah, it took me 2 years to read it entirely.
What is really dark?
It's dark and it gets boring.
Yes, it does get boring.
It's not as dark as Joust. It's boring.
I never got bored reading Alta.
So yes, I would burn this. If there's any Mercedes Lackey fans out there that are like, "Ah!" I'm sorry.
Actually, she should burn that copy anyway, because if you guys look, my husband wrote his name on the top.
Now,
I got a nice hardback and I traded it for a nicer copy of it.
Now, granted, her husband had a semi-good reason, but he
didn't
still
put it in the
should
right
have done it
place.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, this would be burned.
Can I say something real fast?
I'd rewrite this one.
Oh, I'd rewrite this one.
Actually, yeah, I would rewrite The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, mainly because, me personally, I don't think that Edmund went through enough of a shock to be like, well, crap, what the frack did I just do?
Actually, he did, because he saw
Somebody
people
died
dying
in front of him. What more do you want from a 10-year-old
That's not what I would change, but
Essentially, he just betrayed Christ. Which,
He doesn't know that though. What he does know is that he just betrayed his family, and
That's all he cares about.
As soon as she said kill them, he's like, oh crap, I'm in trouble. That was pretty much all he needed. And then he saw an entire group of people, including children, basically murdered in front of him when the witch turned them to stone.
And then he was like, yeah, I'm gonna bring you down.
And then he died trying to do that. Or almost died trying to do that. Edmund hater.
he's better at the end of the series, as opposed to Susan.
Edmund hater.
Alright, that was Burn, Rewrite, Reread. I'm kind of wondering why I did that to myself.
I got lucky. I was the one who didn't want to do it.
I got some of my favorite books of all time. And then Raven Burn is the best. One of the best books in the world.
I didn't realize what that meant. I thought it just meant that I had to burn a copy and I could go out and buy another one.
Well, you do own
Two copies.
Thank you guys for watching.
Putting up with my shenanigans.
Oh my goodness, the 3 of us are so bad when we get together. Alright, love you all. Thanks for watching. Bye!
We're on crack.